What you like today? You want full set? Okay, I do for you. So I'm doing something a little different today, and it was so satisfying to watch this because it matched the music so well. I don't know how it happened, but it was so relaxing. And these little tip cutter magnets are a guide to help you cut the nails equal length. I got them on Amazon after seeing them on, well, you know, she's one of my greater inspirations for years now. I want to say about 6 years, and that's probably how long I've been seeing these. Every time I see her use them, I'd say, I ought to get those. Well, I finally did after all this time. I consider her a big sister here on YouTube. You all know her as Reese. Oh, and I recently noticed a change to her channel name. She's now Reese the Nail Beast. I always enjoy her channel, so be sure to check her out if you're hearing about her for the first time, and make sure to let her know I sent you in love. Much love to you, Reese. And it's actually really easy to get the hang of these. It just looks like I'm struggling because I'm trying to get room to get under the hand since I'm kind of close to the camera. I cut a few of them straighter, which will save time with shaping later. I was eyeballing a couple of nails just to be sure. These nail scissors are also from Amazon. I'm telling you, Amazon got all my coins, which is why I'm scared to get hooked on Temu. So as you can see, I decided to do a full set. And remember I talked about blending the well to prevent lifting, and doing the length will help with adhesion. I hope everyone is doing well. Now that I'm close to being done with school, which unfortunately, my final testing had to be postponed until this week. I was a bit let down about it, but what was intriguing, I remember saying to myself, everything happens for a reason. Then I was talking to my brother later in the evening, and he said this same exact thing. Confirmation at its finest. On top of all that, it was actually more opportunity for me to review anyway. This is a cordless eFile by Melody Susie, and it came as PR. If I remember right, it's called their Antenna eFile, but I'm thinking the name is different since I received this one. It doesn't have a speed indicator, and I'm using the second of 3 settings. I find that this type of eFile starts at a setting that feels too strong for natural nails, but it is doing really well for this, especially without the hassles of working around a cord. and this is a medium grit arbor band. Here's the dehydrator. Then primer. Young Nails Core Clear. If you've ever used their Core Clear, you know. The setting time is perfect. Just doing the nail bed area to protect from staining, then only thinning it down the length. I'm doing it this way on the practice hands and don't want to waste any of this product since I'll be using it again for capping too. But adding clear down the length is to add strength. The brush I'm using is a size 14 Kolinsky brush. It's by Shine Chance and it's on Amazon. Some of you might remember that one pretty brush I recently got. Well, I ended up getting another one. So now I have a size 14 and a size 12. All the practice hands I have are pairs, but I never recorded doing both hands together. So I thought to do something different today because I'm experiencing an onset of the skin irritation again and giving my hands a break to take care of it and keep it from progressing. Now this seems to come across as a green on camera, but it's actually a beautiful teal shimmer acrylic powder. It's from the quick nail haul I did in my last video of the Nicole Diary Neon Shimmer acrylic powders, and you can get them on Amazon too. I'll lay this color on all fingers first, all except the ring finger, which will be clear. Then I'll do an ombre with nude over it. I had a different set in mind to do, but chose this after doing the acrylic haul because we're all searching for the best acrylics to use, but keep in mind what works for one might not be the same for someone else. Everyone's at their own level. So my goal today was to show you something I talked about before, and this is unpopular opinion. I know it is because there wasn't much response to it when I talked about it, but it's truth. You have to be able to adjust. What if your best acrylic powder or brand is no longer available? While there are powders to avoid, obviously because of bad performance, right? But in my opinion, you should be able to use many variations of powders and make them work. Sometimes the acrylic doesn't come down the way you might try to get it. See how it formed that opening? And that's okay. Gently pat it into place. And don't get me wrong, I do have my favorites too, but I've used others as well. So I went to shake the powder to smooth the surface and accidentally dropped it, spilling almost half of it. Now I'm hoping I can finish this set. I am taking a little time with this because, as I mentioned before, it takes slightly longer to set. Otherwise, I'll be wiping a lot of it away when smoothing it with my brush. And as you can see, I'm not worried about how many beads when I lay acrylic. I'm always focused on a smooth outcome so I don't have to work so hard at filing later. I don't know if you can see this, but the shimmer is so sparkly with hints of blue. It's so beautiful. For this hand, the patterns will be random. I knew I wanted to do ombre, just not on all the nails, so the pinky and thumb will be ombre. When using this type of acrylic powder, shimmers, glitters, you have to clean your brush more frequently to prevent it from clogging in your brush. Then the ring finger with a sweeping background fade. I didn't know how else to describe it. I'll leave the middle finger clear, then a full shimmer nail for the index, and the thumb will be ombre. And if you noticed, you saw how much of a bigger bead I picked up for the thumb. The thumb has always been the evil force for me. This nude is a custom mix I did since I didn't have anything that went well with the complexion of this hand. I used Young Nails Cover Beige, Cover Pink, Clear, and a touch of brown by Mia's Secret, and it still had that creamy consistency. Doing the cuticle arch on these practice hands can be quite the challenge because they're not all actually round, and some of them are even warped. At a point, you might notice a jump in the recording. I didn't realize the camera cut off because the storage was full. Then a brief clip of capping. When capping, the clear is used for building structure and creating the apex. A little hand filing. and shaping the cuticle arch. For this, I have it at the lowest setting using the same medium grit arbor band. Now this can be challenging on the practice hand because we don't want to damage it, but when I was done, I did notice a split. And by looking at it, I could tell I actually did it while hand filing. If this happens to you, there is a silicone product and it comes in like a metal or aluminum tube. I forget what it's called, but it can be used to keep the split from spreading. It's not exactly cosmetic to make it look perfect again, but at least it helps. You won't see me do the other hand since this video is already long, but you will see much in the one hand that I do show, and I hope you're enjoying it. I did matte top coat for this pinky and ring finger, and some of the freehand wasn't recorded, but you'll see it in a good capture on one of the fingers. I'm using a size 2 acrylic nail art brush by the same company, and I got them for aesthetics to match the acrylic brushes, but I really needed new ones too, and I ended up liking them. The light pink acrylic is by Mia's Secret and it's called Cake. I didn't start out with acetone in my monomer and eventually added it because I wanted to be able to explain how much of a difference it makes, and it did cut setting time down by almost half. Since I explained doing 3D flowers a few times, and when I did, the videos were a little faster, so today I'm going to let you watch me work without talking as you get to see the flowers on both these fingers, and I'll be back. This polish is a greenish teal by Beetles, and it matched almost perfect. So remember, I didn't top coat the middle finger, and now it'll get matte top coat. I do see a lot of people place stones before doing the flower petals. I do them either way. There is no right or wrong way as long as the end result is beautiful. And I decided to spruce this up a little more. And I love how they turned out. They're so pretty. If you like it, hit the like button. And if you enjoyed this, you'll like this set too. Remember to subscribe for more to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love.